Hello, my name is Samantha Zerman, and I'm going to talk about different types of soccer kicks and passes. So for my opening question, can you name any types of soccer kicks or passes? If you can, we will review them more in detail, but if you cannot, you will learn some basic types of soccer kicks and passes throughout this presentation. Okay, so the first kick we're going to talk about is a corner kick. If a defensive player puts a ball out along his own goal line, which is this line right here, the opposing team is awarded a corner kick. On those plays, the ball is placed at the angle formed right here by the touch line, which is the sideline, and the goal line, which is the end line, and kicked into play. These are frequently good scoring opportunities, so the offensive teams usually swing the ball towards the goal mouth to create the most danger. Next, we have a goal kick. If an offensive player puts the ball out beyond the opposing team's goal line, which once again is this end line right here, and not in the goal itself, the team that is currently playing defense is awarded a goal kick. These are typically taken by the goalkeeper, but there is no rule against an outfield player taking it. The ball can be placed anywhere within the 6-yard box, which is right here, and kicked into play. Next, we have a penalty kick. A penalty kick is a free kick at the goal from a point called the penalty spot. In this picture, the penalty spot is right here, and this is within the penalty area about 12 yards or 36 feet from the goal. Only the goalkeeper is allowed to defend it. It is awarded to the attacking team after a foul is committed within the penalty area by a member of the defending team. The penalty area consists of the 18-yard box. Next is kickoff, and this is the final kick we're going to talk about. Just before the start of a soccer game, the referee will call for the captains of each team to come onto the field. The referee will then toss a coin to decide which team kicks off first and which goal each team will attack during the first half of the game. The winner of the toss gets to either choose the kickoff or to choose which half of the field they would like to defend first. The teams will then take the field, and the referee will ask if they're ready to start the match and will signal for the play to start, at which time the kickoff will occur. To start the second half, the teams switch sides of the field. The team that did not take the kickoff for the first half takes it in the second half. Additionally, each time a goal is scored, another kickoff occurs. The team that didn't score gets the kickoff. At each kickoff, the ball is placed at the center of the field, which is right here, and both teams must be on their own defensive half of the field. So in this picture, the red team is on their half, and the white team is on their half. And the receiving team must stay outside of the center circle until the ball is kicked. So this right here is your center circle, and since the red team is the receiving team, they cannot be inside the circle whatsoever. However, the ball, when it's kicked, must be moved forward during a kickoff. The kicker cannot touch the ball again until someone on either team has touched it. However, the kicker may put his foot on top of the ball and barely move it forward, so a teammate standing nearby can dribble it or pass it backward or forward. Even though a goal may be scored on a direct kick, which means another player is not required to touch it first before it enters the goal, it is often better to teach your players to control the ball in a kickoff instead of just kicking it away. Next, we're going to start talking about passes. So this first one is a square pass. A square pass is often referred to as a flat pass. This is a pass made between teammates across the field, and it's parallel to the goal line. Earlier we talked about the goal line being the end line, which in this picture is this way. This is where your goal would be. So the square pass is parallel to this. This is a very basic pass and it's used often in soccer. People often hear the term cross, and a cross is a type of square pass. Next we have the wall pass. This is a combination pass involving two teammates and is often referred to as a 1-2 pass or a give and go. This give and go pass is a useful soccer skill for working the ball through a tight defense. It is also great for beating your opponent's offside trap, creating space for you in the midfield, and avoiding tight marking defenders. The move for this pass is pretty simple. You pass the ball to your teammate, who immediately passes the ball back to you. It is very important that both you and your teammate keep moving. You must also run into open space directly after you have played the ball to your teammate. The key elements in performing a 1-2 pass are timing and speed. The reason why this double pass is so effective is simple. When the initial pass is made from you to your teammate, the tendency of your defender, and that is the person that marks you, to turn and watch the ball rather than concentrate on their primary task of watching you happens quite often. So the defender will lose track of you and create space for the return pass from your teammate. This pass is great for moving quickly down the field and attacking. So in this picture, this red player right here would make a one pass to this player out here, who will immediately kick the ball out here. So this player keeps running and they beat this defender in yellow. So like I said, it's great for moving down the field and attacking. Next, we have a drop pass. Now, a drop pass is when you pass the ball back to someone on your team who is behind you. For instance, a midfielder may pass the ball back to a defensive player on his or her own team. The defender additionally could drop the ball back to the goalkeeper. Often this drop pass is used as an outlet. The person playing behind can see the whole field and determine what moves to make next. So he or she can get open and yell drop to provide another option for the player in front, particularly if the player in front is being tightly marked by an opposing defender. So in this picture, we'll pretend this is a midfielder. This defensive player behind them can yell drop, and they can pass it backward. Finally, we have a through pass. The through pass in soccer, also known as a through ball, is a pass sent between two back defenders, or through a gap in the defense, into open space behind the defenders and out of reach of the goalkeeper. The pass is directed to a teammate who, after first being careful to be on an onside position at the moment the ball is passed, sprints to receive the ball in the open space. Successful execution of this through pass requires recognition that the opportunity for the pass is available and that the passer and the receiver time the pass and run properly. This pass has to be at just the right pace to be effectively intercepted by the receiver. So this has several key components to this pass. And the first key to this pass is that the ball handler and the prospective receiver recognize the potential for the pass. It must be executed quickly. The second key is having sufficient space for the receiver to run onto it. The third key is that the pass properly splits the defenders. The backs must be far enough apart, and the pass must be hit hard enough so that the defenders cannot cover the distance needed to block the ball. The fourth key is ensuring that the pass properly leads the receiver. The receiver should not have to slow down or alter the path of his or her run to get the ball. The fifth key is that the receiver must be onside at the time of the play. He cannot be offsides before the ball gets through the defenders. This requires timing such that the receiver starts his or her run in front of his or her defender and has not gone past the last defender at the moment the ball is passed. So in this picture, you actually have a double through pass because this player right here in the green, he's passing it through a gap of defenders here and a gap of defenders here. So he found the gap and it passed it between these two and is passing it into this open space. His teammate is right here and he's making a run onto the ball. So as you can see, this pass is difficult and requires a lot of timing and practice. And also note that this player right here remains on sides because he has a defender between him and the goal. So now I want to focus listing. Take out a sheet of paper and list as many characteristics of proper passing as you can. So some examples of proper passing could be looking up and knowing where you are so that other players, you can see where you're going to pass. Other players can communicate saying things like drop or square so that the player can recognize his or her options. You also have to ensure that the pass properly leads the defender. Once again, the receiver should not have to slow down or alter the path of his or her run to get the ball. The passer and receiver must time the pass and run properly. The passer needs to kick the ball at the proper pace that matches this timing and speed. Also, both teammates need to recognize the opportunity for a pass, especially when you're talking about a wall pass or a through ball. These are just some examples of characteristics of proper passing. Here are my references. Thank you for listening.